Nikola Tesla wasn't just an inventor and a brilliant mind, but also a man shrouded in mysteries. Captivated by these mystical numbers, he believed that these were not just mathematical figures, but symbols of a deeper cosmic language. He was really serious about finding out why these numbers mattered. It was more than just a passing phase for him. He seemed to think these numbers were special keys that could help us understand life itself. Tesla firmly believed that understanding these three numbers could revolutionize our understanding of science, philosophy, and even spirituality. This belief was perfectly encapsulated in his iconic statement, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe." He even had rituals that might have seemed strange to the casual observer. For instance, he circled a block 3 times before entering any building, obsessively used 18 napkins to clean his plates, and resided only in hotel rooms with numbers divisible by 3. But was Tesla just superstitious, or did he tap into something more profound? Had he found some code of the universe? In this video, I will tell you exactly why Nikola Tesla did everything by 3, 6, and 9, and why he believed that they hold the keys to the universe. After watching the video, you will understand how our whole universe is controlled by the numbers 3, 6, and 9, and how they are present everywhere in the universe, whereas other remaining numbers remain anchored in our tangible 3-dimensional reality. I will also dive into how the number 9 isn't just any number, is the orchestrating power of all the other numbers, and how it has the power to shape both space and time. Here, through mathematical evidence and compelling examples, I'll illustrate why the number 9 is far more than a digit. It's a universal constant with the power to shape reality. In our universe, mathematics isn't just a subject, it's the very framework that shapes reality. From the tiniest particles to the vast expanses of the cosmos, extraordinary symmetry and geometrical elegance underlines our reality. The golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence aren't merely theories, they manifest in nature, serving as the mathematical fingerprint of the universe. At the most fundamental level, everything is composed of particles. Diving deeper into the microscopic scale, we encounter a world governed by the rules of quantum physics, which is purely mathematical. Life itself sets the stage for this mathematical marvel. A single cell divides into 2, those 2 become 4, and so on, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, ultimately giving rise to a fully formed multicellular organism. This cell division pattern is a small-scale example of the math rules that guide our universe. Now let's analyze this sequence mathematically, starting with the number 1, 2, 4, 8, and so on. The next number in the sequence is simply double the previous one. We'll then convert these numbers into single-digit numbers by adding their digits together until a single digit is obtained. This resulting number is known as the digital root. Observing the digital roots, highlighted in orange, reveals a recurring pattern. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. This sequence repeats indefinitely, even if extended to infinity. Now, what if we halve the numbers instead of doubling them? Starting again with 1, we calculate the digital roots. Astonishingly, we find the same repeating sequence of numbers, confirming the underlying mathematical structure at play that we got in the case of doubling the numbers. So, in both scenarios of doubling and halving the numbers, we consistently get the same numbers: 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5. One striking observation here is that in both sequences, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are clearly missing. In the diagram, these repeating numbers, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5, are shown in white, while the missing numbers 3, 6, and 9 are highlighted in yellow. What could the absence of numbers 3, 6, and 9 signify? Could this be a gateway to a celestial code or universal mystery? Researchers suggest that the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5 represent our tangible three-dimensional world. Meanwhile, the striking absence of 3, 6, and 9 seems to indicate that they belong to a higher dimensional spiritual realm. What happens if we initiate the sequence by doubling or halving numbers starting from 3 or 6? Let's find out. Starting with the number 3, if we double each successive number, we get a new number. Then, finding the digital roots of these numbers reveals a startling pattern. We only get two numbers, 3 and 6, every time. Notice how all the other numbers that were present in the original sequence are now absent. Now let's flip the equation. This time we will have the numbers starting from 3. Following the same process of finding the digital roots, we make an intriguing discovery. Again, we only get two numbers, 3 and 6. Thus, whether we double or halve the numbers, starting from 3 or 6, the digital roots always end up at 3 and 6. Starting with the number 3, we'll discover that we consistently get only the numbers 3 and 6, whether we're doubling or halving them, and the same applies when we start with 6. Interestingly, even in this pattern, the number 9 is notably absent. In essence, the number 9 has a unique role in this numerical puzzle. It acts as the controller for numbers 3 and 6. Similarly, the numbers 1, 2, and 4 fall under the influence of 3, while 8, 7, and 5 are guided by 6. When you explore the sequence further by either doubling or halving starting from 9, an intriguing pattern emerges. You end up with just the number 9 every single time. Now what happens if we have the numbers starting from 9? Remarkably, an astonishing pattern emerges. The number we consistently get is 9, and only 9. No other number appears in the sequence. Even when adding up the digits in multiples of 9, the sum always reduces to 9. This underlines the self-representative nature of the number 9. Is it possible that 9 is also woven into the very fabric of time? The answer emphatically confirms this, adding another dimension to our understanding that the number 9 is an intrinsic part of both space and time. But the story doesn't end here. Take Hinduism and other spiritual philosophies, where the number 9 resurfaces in various forms. Researchers have determined that the universe vibrates at a frequency of 432 Hz. Intriguingly, when you reduce 432, it also sums up to 9. Researchers have determined that the universe vibrates at a frequency of 432 Hz. Intriguingly, when you reduce 432, it also sums up to 9. Take the sacred Om symbol, for example. When vocalized correctly, it's believed to produce the very same 432 Hz frequency that aligns with the pulse of the universe. In essence, the number 9 doesn't just have mathematical relevance. It reverberates across spiritual and scientific realms, linking dimensions, forms, and even the very vibrations of the cosmos. It's as if the number 9 is a universal constant, threading through the very weave of space and time, bridging the gap between the tangible and the metaphysical. This pervasive presence of the number 9 hints at an underlying order in the cosmos, pointing perhaps to a hidden code or a divine architecture, underlying all things. The symbolism of the number 9 extends into religious and spiritual realms as well. For example, the Om symbol is often seen as a confluence of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, with the number 9 occupying the uppermost position. Cultural landmarks within Hinduism, like the revered number 108, also crystallize into the mystical digit 9 when reduced. The spiritual text of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita encompasses 18 chapters. The epic Mahabharata war endured for 18 days and only 18 warriors survived. Each of these numbers condenses down to the magical number 9. Thus, from ancient scriptures to cosmic vibrations, the number 9 consistently appears as a recurring theme. Yet the mystery of the number 9 delves even further. In some respects, it serves as a celestial twin to the number 0. Replace a 0 with a 9 in any number, and the digital root remains unchanged. Similarly, just as multiplication by 0 always yields 0, multiplication by 9 invariably leads to a digital root of 9. This intriguing parallel suggests that 9 is both everything and nothing, an all-encompassing force that governs all numbers, space, and time. Consider taking this remarkable concept a notch higher. If you add all the single-digit numbers from 0 to 8, the sum is 36, whose digital root is again 9. It's like the number 9 holds the essence of all other numbers while still standing distinct and alone. To sum it up, the number 9 is more than just a digit. It's a cosmic key that shows up in patterns both tangible and spiritual, mathematical and mystical. It's as if this number is whispering secrets about the fabric of our universe, asking us to listen more closely. If you've been as fascinated by this journey into the world of 3, 6, and 9 as I have, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What other mysteries do you think the numbers 3, 6, and 9 hold? Let's keep this conversation going.